Who's ready for cholera? Who's ready for dysentery? Who's ready for fevers, drowning, and getting killed by animals? I know I sure the hell am. And that is why I'm playing the Oregon Trail. Like the original Rage game, way before there was anything like Dark Souls. This was the Dark Souls of its time, in a way, kinda. Not really, but you know my point. So, I'm gonna play through this as well as I can. I haven't really played it too much before. I did beat it once, but that was when I was playing as the banker. And anybody who knows about this game knows that the banker gets like 10 times as much money as everybody else does. So they can pretty much buy everything they need for the whole trip at the very beginning. So I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to learn more about each person or each place because I want to have as little knowledge as possible, you know, about specific choices. I want to just kind of go with my gut, see if I'm making the right choice, and just go with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and travel the trail. Try to keep my mouse out of the way. Okay, so be a banker from Boston, which is a no, because I'm going to go on, you know, the hardest possible route. Be a carpenter from Ohio or a farmer from Illinois. Um, I'm honestly thinking of a farmer only because, no wait, actually, farmer can grow food, but I mean, you're not really growing food out there, you're hunting for it, so I think I'm going to go with carpenter because it's the only one that's left. Okay, the first name of your wagon leader. Okay, well, I'm just going to use my real first name just for the sake of having an easy one. Matter of fact, I'll even use my brother's name. Then I'll use, let's see. You know, I think PBG should be with us because he is just a boomingly good individual. I don't even think that's a phrase, but I used it, so it is now. Marky Moo and Jackaboy. If you don't know who those people are, then you better leave and go find out. But you do, because you've been on YouTube long enough to find me, meaning that you've been on here way before me, so you've already known who those people are for a very long time. Okay, so yes. Okay, it is 1848. Your jumping off places for Oregon is Independence, Missouri. You must decide which month to leave Independence. Okay, so obviously, like, July is way too late. June is kind of like, way too early. Oh, I mean, sorry, way too late. May is kind of, I think May would be good, but you're kind of losing out on some of that May weather because some of it is pretty decent. March obviously March is early, but you still have all the nice weather in front of it. Like if you could get past all of March, then you'll have like the rest of this time that's pretty much beautiful, if not too hot. But I'm gonna go with April because it's at the very beginning of some decent weather. Okay, before leaving Independence, you should buy equipment and supplies. You have $800 in cash, but you don't have to spend it all now. Okay, at Matt's General Store. So you'll need a team of oxen, clothes for both summer and winter, plenty of food, ammunition, spare parts. I think the banker had like $1,600, so he had twice as much money, which is insane. Okay, so obviously to start with the oxen, there's 2 ox and a yoke. I recommend at least 3. And there's $40 a yoke. So I'm just going to go with the lowest possible on that because that's still 6 ox. And that's a pretty good chunk of the money as well. Food, let's see. 200 pounds for each person. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I need about 1,000 pounds. But the food seems to be the kind of thing that is your biggest priority. The food is like the thing that ends up screwing you over at the end. So instead of just 1,000, I think I'm going to take 1,500. And obviously, longer down the line of the game, stuff starts becoming more expensive, not less. For the most part. I think some places do actually get cheaper. Okay, clothing. Another pretty important thing so nobody gets sick. 2 sets per person, meaning I'm going to need 10 sets because I have 5 people. Ammunition, I think, is the kind of thing that people often overbuy for no reason other than they think they'll need it, but they kind of don't. So, 20 bullets in a box, I'll buy three. Ooh, I meant to hit three. For 3 boxes. Okay, spare parts. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna buy 2 extra of everything. 2 wheels, 2 axles, and 2 tongues. Now I have a whole lot of extra. But see, the thing with the ammunition especially is that if people want to trade with you for something really good, you need to make sure you have what they want to trade. So I just did buy like 10 boxes in case that people want to trade and they want ammunition and they'll give me something like ox or food or something important down the line. Okay, so I think I'm gonna buy 5 yokes of I think it's pronounced yokes. I might even be saying it wrong. I really don't know. Of oxen. So I still have some pretty good money left over. Okay, so I'm going to go back to food really quick and get 1,750 pounds. Okay, so I have a little bit of food left over. Sorry, not a little bit of money left over, but nothing insane. So I should be okay in the long run. And if I ever need money to like cross a river or anything, I'll have it. All right. So, what a perfect day for Fools! What a perfect April Fool's Day. Well then, you're ready to start. Good luck. You have a long and difficult journey ahead of you. No fucking duh. Okay, independence. By the way, I have like 2 different things that are giving out audio, so it might kind of sound weird at some points. I don't know. Okay, so there's no real point to stop here because it's the first place, so I'm just going to kind of go straight ahead, and odds are if I bought supplies it would cost more already. So, okay, 102 miles from the Kansas River. And now we wait. Okay, so looks like the weather's kind of craptastic. My health's not though, so that's always the best thing. Okay, the Kansas River crossing, yes. You want to look around just to get your bearings, make sure that everything's okay. I don't really need to trade, but I'm gonna try to anyway. Want an ox or should you want wagon axle? No, because it seems like sometimes you don't need any wagon axles and other times you need like 7. So you don't really know until it happens. But if you don't have it when it happens, guess what? You're screwed. So, anyway. Okay, it's 632 feet across and around 5.5 feet deep in the middle. So I would say that's way too deep to ford the river. But I really don't want to cut the river because it seems more risky. And I do have a lot of money left over. I know it's going to sacrifice points, but with something like that just seems too deep. I have the money, so I'm just going to take a ferry. Wait 3 days. I'm perfectly fine with that. Because, I mean, it's still really early. The worst case scenario, other than me dying, is just needing to put my pace up a bit earlier than I typically would. So it's not that big of a deal. Son of a bitch, Mark. I mean, come on. Cholera already? You've been on the freaking road for, 11 days, but still. Ugh. And now you lost trail. So, add another 4 days to that. The Big Blue River Crossing. Okay, okay, so let's actually change the pace right now. I typically, I can't really say I typically do this, but the one time I beat the game, I did do this. It seems pointless, but I'm actually going to go on to a grueling pace. Just because I want to try to get there sooner. Not for the sake of the video ending soon, necessarily, but that is kind of, a part of it. I mean, you don't want to waste 7 hours watching somebody play Oregon Trail. I'm sorry, but even I know that. Okay, you must cross the river in order to continue. 241 feet across and 3.8 feet deep. That seems like it would be okay to ford. I mean, 3 feet is pretty deep, but it's not like 6 or 7 feet. So I'm gonna try to do that. Well, that's not good. Too deep. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Well, I'm sorry, Jack. I didn't mean to do that, but it happened. So, it was the stupid ox's fault for going in the water even though it was too deep. Which I don't know how 3 feet deep is deep enough. I mean, come on. How often are you gonna find a river that's less than 3 feet deep? Okay, so two wagon axles, meaning we're flat out of them, and wait, did I buy two or did I buy three? I think I only bought two. Okay, so I still have the one that's on me, so at least I still have one. 400 pounds of food, which sucks royal ass. 3 ox, which also sucks royal ass. And Jackie Boy drowned, which sucks the most ass. So, that really sucks. We already lost a person. And a substantial amount of food, so I'm gonna have to take nice and slow at a grueling pace, if that makes any sense. Okay, Fort Curry. Okay, actually first, let's look at the map to see where exactly we are. Wow, we are really early. Okay. Just for the sake of being hardcore, there's a blizzard. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna kind of go straight off there. We have plenty of food. One less person isn't a good thing, but in terms of saving food, it kind of is. I mean, I know you'd much rather have everybody safe, but realistically speaking, less people, less food. But then again, I did lose 500 pounds of food when it happened, so that kind of, and PBG has measles, so that kind of, didn't work in my favor, even though it could have. Okay, so we've been on the trail for a month now. I'm actually going to change the food rations because of all that we lost to just bare bones. I know it sucks, but if we can get there with at least one person alive, it'll make it all worth it. So let's try to trade. No one wants to trade. Okay, one more time. Okay, he wants 84 pounds of food for one wagon axle. That's a hard one. That's the hardest trade I've ever had to make because no, I'm gonna have to say no because the wagon axle is important, but we could always just fix it with a different spare part. We run out of food. That's food. We need food. Food is important, and that's just obvious, obviously. Okay, so let's go on the trail. Except right after it starts, let's hit enter and hunt for food. I know we have plenty, but you're always better off with more. It's really weird to do this though because you need to use the number pad to aim, and the enter key next to the number pad to move in that direction. Like hold the direction, or not even hold it. See, oh damn it, I'm hitting the wrong button. Hit enter, and he moves. Change direction, he moves that direction until he feels like not moving anymore. See, it's a weird setup. Oops, I didn't see. I think it said 95 pounds. Oops. Seeing the page isn't important. What's important is knowing you have it. It's knowing that you got that food. And I do have over 1,000 pounds, which is pretty good at this point. Okay. So let's try to trade again. No one wants to trade. One more time. Wants 3 wagon tons. Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen, buddy. Okay, just for the sake of doing it, let's rest for a week. Oops, a week. I figure that, yes, it takes a lot of time away, but, I mean, some things are necessary. I mean, you gotta make sure they're rested so they don't die. Or get injured like this stupid-ass ox just did. Ugh. Okay, now people's health is poor, which is always wonderful. That's what you'll shoot for, right? No? Okay, well obviously at my next place, which I don't know if I can rest here or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rest here for... Okay, I hate how you aim the gun with the keypad that's on the right, but you can't make any choices with that keypad. You have to use the keypad on top. So that's kind of strange. Anyway, let's stop to rest. This time I'll do it only for 5 days. It's still wasting a lot of time, so I can't rest too many more times. But you have to. If somebody's sick or hurt, you have to do it. Even if an ox is hurt, I mean, you should take a break and try to uh, get them better again. Little water, which sucks ass yet again. Wild fruit, which is good, but health is still poor. So, I mean, get a little, take a little, lose a little, I guess. South Pass. Sure, I would love to look around. Okay, I didn't want to have to do this, but let's change the food rations back to meter because that should help their health anyway. Okay, so I want Green River or Fort Bridger. So Green River obviously means it's a river. I mean, why would they call it that if it wasn't a river crossing? Um, I think I'd much rather go to a fort. Better trading possibilities, better resting, uh, stuff like that. And I know my glasses keep falling off. A part of it's a little bent over here, and well, you know, it wants to fall off constantly, and it sucks. But gotta live with it. All right, so here's the fort. Let's we can buy some supplies and see what we can buy. Okay, so, oof, man, that's so expensive. I guess let's buy like 20 pounds of food. It'll last a couple extra days, and that's sometimes that's all, all that's important is the last few days. I know we have, does oxen per, oh wow, ox is per ox, not even per yoke. So obviously we're not buying any more of those. Well, then again, yeah, why not? Let's buy one. See, that's tricky. I guess that's it, and that's rest for maybe 2 days because the health is very poor. It's still poor, but if we waste any more time, then we're gonna get there in like October. Okay, so very poor yet again. Things are not looking the best. Soda Springs. Okay. Okay, let's try to trade, I guess. 77 pounds of food for a wagon axle. No, thank you. One more time. Oops, I hit 6. Uh, 0, I meant to hit 7. Okay, once one ox for one wagon axle. No, thank you. I need every ox I can get. So let's just head out. There's only 57 miles until the next place, which is going to be like 3 days. So that's not too bad. Okay, Fort Hall. Okay, let's look at the map, which is 4. Oh, not 4. Oops, 3. Okay, so we're making pretty good progress now. I'd say we're a little over, around halfway, if not a little over halfway there, which is pretty decent. And it's June 23rd, man, that's bad. So obviously we can't really rest anymore. So we're just gonna have to kind of rough it because we're gonna get there like, let's see, July, August. Man, we're not even get there till like September, which would suck because, oh man, I really hope it doesn't take that long because if it does, oh shit. Oh yeah, because sometimes there's cholera, sometimes there's uh, just sicknesses, and this time a random fire in the wagon. 6 sets of clothes, one wagon tugging 240 pounds of food, which sucks. I've said that like 12 times, if not more, this video. Okay, so we lost another 5 days. Okay, so let's look at the river. See, at this point, we're not going to get there while it's still warm out. We're going to get there in like winter. So I think we may as well rest for like 9 days because we're already going to get there when it's that weather. I mean, we may as well go in with good health than with bad health and die immediately. Right, 1,000 feet across and 6 feet deep, meaning basically you're screwed if you don't hire an Indian. So hire an Indian for 3 sets of clothes. I have to. I can't say no to that because I'm not going to risk fording it. I'm definitely not going to caulk it and then, go down anyway because it's 1,000 feet across. So that was my only real option there. And PBG has a snake bite. Isn't that wonderful? That's actually the first time I've seen that. An ox wanders off. So does that mean I got it back, or does that mean I lost another freaking ox? I'm honestly not sure. Heavy fog, as you can see by the perfectly made graphics on the screen. Fort Boise. Okay, poor health, so I guess I'm going to have to rest yet again, maybe for 3 days. Let's see, what supplies do they have? Yeah, wow, an axe is 45, clothes is 22. I can't imagine somebody who plays this game, gets to the very end, and then decides, I feel like buying food now, when it's 50 cents a pound, as opposed to, I don't know, what was it at the beginning, 30 cents, or 25, or 15? I don't remember, but it was a lot cheaper than that. Lost another 5 days. Oh my god. Ooh, wow, and food's running really low. Okay, so I'm going to have to hunt right now. I didn't even realize it was running that low. Come on. Where are you? Come on. Haha. Ooh, wow, okay. See, another thing is, I think if you shoot more than you can carry back by, like, a lot, there's going to be less out there next time you hunt. Because at one point, the first time I played this, I shot, like, 7 bears at one time, and you could only carry 100 pounds back. So you pretty much wasted all of that food. And it didn't come back, because then I tried to do it again, and, like, there were no animals out there. So I think it works that way, but it might just be luck. Yeah, sure, why not? As you can see, this is where I lost the first time. And I was, I think, the banker, so I'm already doing better. The Blue Mountains. And they are, indeed, Blue Mountains. I'm gonna rest because of my poor conditions for 3 days. Let's try, and then let's see if anybody wants to trade for anything decent. A wagon axle. Apparently not. I guess I'm just gonna have to continue to the Dalles or Fort Walla Walla. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Now, Fort Walla Walla seems slightly out of the way to me, like, because you have to go north and then swerve west, and the Dalles is kind of like a straight shot to Oregon. So I'm going to just go to the Dalles just because, oops, wrong button. Okay, 2. Okay, so 125 miles with John having a snake bite. Because nothing has happened to him. I don't even think anything's happened to me yet, aka William. At least I'm not an ox. Alright, so food's running kind of low, health is pretty poor, and there's inadequate grass. Okay, so health is poor, so we may as well rest. Again, we're getting really close, so I'm not really worried about being in the bad weather for too long. We could attempt to trade just for the sake of trying. But we don't have a wagon axle, so hopefully we don't break down. Okay, so we can use a toll road, or across the river. How much is the toll road? 850. Yeah, definitely. I'm not risking a potentially deadly river. I know my points are gonna go down at the end for not having as much money, but you know what? If you make it to Oregon, you made it to Oregon. I don't care about the points. I'm not the banker, and I'm gonna make it, which is like the important parts. Oh, I made it! Sweet. I was kind of expecting there to be some kind of like fireworks or people cheering because that's how it happened in the old days when people came there. They just kind of cheered for him. Yeah, you finally made it out of Hell Valley and made it to Willamette Valley, which just coincidentally has William right there in the name, so I must be destined to be there. Okay, so 4 people in poor health, which I don't know how many points is like good. So, so 1,200. One wagon, which I wasn't aware you can have more than one wagon. I don't know how to do that, or if it's possible, or if that's just kind of like a joke score, like as if you could get more but you can't. I really don't know. Okay, 3 spare wagon parts, one set of clothing we all had to share. Except poor Jackie Boy who died so early on. 192 bullets, 79 pounds of food, and $14.50 cash. And since I was the carpenter, the points were doubled. So that's what I got. Which was double everything I just said. Ooh, I made a record. How many of you can say you did that? Probably all of you, because you've probably been playing this since it came out in 1990, I think. But I really don't know when it did. That's what's on the website I'm on. Which, yes, I actually am playing this online at a website called archive.org. It has like a lot of DOSBox games, some arcade games, some old style console games. It has a lot. It has like thousands of games, and this is like one of the most popular games on here because it is the Oregon Trail, which is an amazing game. So, now that my name has been plastered on the RAM of my computer for the next 15 seconds, I would like to say thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, which you probably haven't, which is okay. I haven't been doing a whole lot lately, but I'm trying to get back into it now. Apparently I have to put my name in again. Okay. So thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, do whatever you can do on YouTube. Message me, comments, do whatever really, because I will try to get back to you if you do comment, or even if you put a like, I will probably check out your channel, see how you guys are doing, and see some of your videos. So it's just the social media side of YouTube. You know how that works. Anyway, I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. No, I wasn't trying to, be Mark right there, but it kind of sounded that way anyway. Bye.